Hey guys, gals, and legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Dusk's Tale. Now, last episode, we were doing a lot of fixing. We're doing a lot of fixing in this garage to get it where it is now, but now it is a space that we can use to build a vehicle. However, we're not quite at that stage just yet. I would like us to... Well, actually, you know what? I mean... There's no reason we couldn't do this. I was thinking, well, we need to still get light in here and stuff like that. We have this great big wall which we can open. So as long as we were working during the day, we'd be perfectly fine just doing that. I mean, that's a perfectly valid option, just to open our garage door, let the light in, and that means that we don't have to build the rig going all the way across here. Eventually, I do want the home network to stretch across to here, mainly because we can build a welding rig and things into the home network itself, and we can charge it that way, so we won't be using lots of batteries and stuff like that. But I think for now, that's something that we might have to do. So, let's see. Let's just go and open this thing up. It is still sunny right now. We're not actually wearing our watch at all. There we go. The palisade gate swings open. So it says it swings open. So I guess it's almost like it opens in the center and out to the sides. That's how I'm imagining it in my mind, even though it doesn't exactly look like that. I'm kind of imagining that it kind of swings out to the sides as we open it up. But there's a bit of light in here. You don't need too much light to work on vehicles, I think, so we might actually be okay. What do we have in here at the moment? A lot of tainted stuff that we want to probably take back and just deal with. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. We'll take that back and see if I can find us a watch as well, because we can wear one now. I think before maybe it was the talons or the tentacles managed to knock it off our hand, but we should be able to wear one just fine now. And crap, we actually left our damn owl lights on. I'm pretty good at doing that, I have to admit. Pretty damn good. And that's the mini nuke in there. Okay, right. Let's see. Do we have any kind of watch? Weirdly enough, no, I don't think we do. Strange. I thought we did, but it appears that we do not. So first thing we're going to do is just drop off that one weapon that we managed to pick up. So the single barrel shotgun we will drop off. The electric jackhammer we're going to leave in there for the time being. The corn cereals, I'll see if we can take on our person. Yes, we can. Great. And these other bits and pieces we're just going to have to move just up to here for now. So we'll go ahead and start moving those all across. And we want to move them onto our regular square. It took us a little while to move then past all those items. That makes sense. So they should theoretically be on the floor. That's good. And we'll move them all across. The tainted bones as well, because I can just come here and get tainted bones when we do need to go fill them up. And it looks like our battery is pretty much full. So let's have a look. We have left the light on as well. We're on 87%. That's not that bad. We only have 3% clean water at the moment, so we don't actually have a hell of a lot. That's okay. We're right in that regard for now. Now, I did say I was going to fix that battery, and so maybe I should look at doing that first of all, because we could use that battery in our vehicle when we get round to making it, which I'm hoping to be able to start construction on that this episode. That's the plan at the very least. That's what I'm hoping to be able to achieve today. So we'll see if we get that done or not. I do want to have a look around here though to see if we have any kind of watch, because I felt like we had watches around. Nope, we don't. What we can probably do for the time being is just take a cell phone, just put like 1 or 2 batteries in it. There is a cell phone just over to the side, so that shouldn't be an issue. Right, I thought I was looking at my inventory. Apparently I'm not. That is our inventory. We don't need to have the wood axe right now, so we probably won't. Destination area is full. Okay. The cereals, we'll just go ahead and drop those off really quick. And the cooked acorn meal. Okay, that's good. So we've got a little bit of food at the moment. Just a little bit. The storage battery should be just beneath us from memory. And how am I going to repair it? Am I just going to use a solar panel? Actually, I didn't think about that. No, I think what we need to do to be able to repair it is just install it on the frame. Although it takes a little while for us to do that. Let's have a look. Let's go examine vehicle. if we wanted to just install one here, could we do that? Storage battery? Yes, we can. Okay, so we'd have to install it here. It's going to take 48 minutes for us to do that, but that way, at least we know that we are going to... Oh, metabolism is still going all over the place. So we can repair it here. So we just need to flick on our welding goggles, and just like that, that storage battery is perfectly fine. Do I want to just leave it there for now? Maybe? I mean, it's going to be charging up while it's here. We don't... Yeah. I think I am going to remove it. It's going to take 24 minutes, and it shouldn't take long to put it into the swappable battery case, which we have here. Perfect. So that's where we're going to go ahead and install it. Let's see. We can install a motorbike battery there. No, we want to install... Hang on. Wait, we've got another solar panel we can install? I thought for a second that we could install the quantum... how do we have another solar panel? I didn't realize that, so we might actually chuck them on the outside. Swappable storage battery, it's only going to take a minute for us to slot that into place. Perfect. Fan-flippin-tastic. So we've got the solar panel that's damaged outside. I want to try and remove that for now. Get that out of there, and let's see. Solar panel. Yeah, apparently we've got one around. Well, I'll be damned. It's going to take an hour for us to install it, but I think it's going to be worth it in the long run. Well, I mean, now we've got trouble. Let's see. We do need Mechanics 5 to be able to repair it, though. It's not going to be working as good, but it's still there. It's still kind of working. So that's something. I'll take it. What we are also going to take is a drink, and then we're going to have the last of the cooked cornmeal that we've made for now. Alright, and I think we're just going to turn off those eye lights for the time being, or we're going to leave them on, because I do need to do a little bit of construction work. What I'm going to try and do is to see what frames we have around us so far. So that's actually our inventory. This should be everything. Let's just have a quick search for frames. So we do have a steel frame up there, and the steel frame is going to be essentially where we start working on our vehicle. Do I want to have more of them? Yeah, I do. It is just the north of us, yeah. Not so sure. Damn. Yeah, I'm trying to think what we want to try and build our vehicle out of. I mean, we've got so much wood, but building a vehicle out of wood isn't the best idea in the long run, because it's not the strongest material. And there's a high chance that we're going to be running into trouble on the road. We want to be able to make sure that we're protected, that our companions are protected as well, so I feel like we do want to make it out of steel, so we're probably going to have to do a decent amount of welding here. We still have a lot of steel and other bits and bobs, so we should be fine there. We're just going to drop off these things though, so the nail, the short rope, the thread, and this 2x4. We're going to leave those over there for now. And you know what, we're going to drop off that wood axe as well, because we don't need to have it on us currently. Good. Okay. We're not going to be getting much power during the lightning storm, but we're still going to be getting maybe a little bit of something. So if we're going to need steel frames, we need to see exactly how we are going to make them. So let's go to our frames here. Okay, so to be able to make this, we need lumps of steel, and apparently we don't have any lumps of steel right now. The best thing that we can probably do to get these materials that we need is just take them off existing vehicles. It's going to be faster than us making them ourselves. We know that there are cars and vehicles nearby, so I think what we're probably going to have to do is either go to the hippie van, take that apart, although I feel like we took that apart for the most part, but I don't know, what is closer? Is the town closer, or is the hippie van closer? I feel like the hippie van is closer and safer, so it might be worth going there. We've still got Ty Logan there. Ty Logan, I was wondering if that name sounded familiar. I don't know, it kind of does. Our friend we still haven't run into again. I think his name was Chang. We haven't seen him. He's just disappeared into the wilderness, and we might never see him again. Same thing with Bradley Moreland. We have no idea where Bradley is. He could be anywhere for all we know. Obviously the tank is still there as well. We're not going to do anything with the tank right now. What we might end up doing today is heading into the town and just trying to get some supplies that we're going to need to work on our vehicles. So I think that's probably what we're going to do here. So let's go here, control the vehicle, turn off those aisle lights. Let's make sure that we actually have enough clean water. We do. We also want to make sure that we leave with food as well. So let's see what food we can make. What I'm wanting to look at is seeing what we can make with the We can make some more boiled noodles, apparently. We can make... right, Spetsy, that's a drink. Apparently we've still got quite a few... Oh, right, we've got some raw macaroni. Okay. Right. What about the... I guess it was just like an actual cereal. We've got MREs. Let's just take the MREs with us. I think that'll be good. That'll keep us fed. Okay, we'll do that instead. Now, we've got an electric jackhammer in there. We're probably going to leave that in there, but we also need to make sure that we take the tools that we need to do this. Like, I just need to remember, whenever I'm going out for a mission, to take the necessary tools. So, what we are going to need is, I don't think we're going to need the makeshift welder, but we are definitely going to need the, we're definitely going to need a hacksaw. So, we're going to do a quick search here just for hack. Okay, 2 hacksaws, we just want to take 1. We'll make sure that we've only taken 1. Yes, we have. We have batteries in our flashlight. We have some food with us. We should be fine. We should have everything that we need. We've got metal arrows in our quiver. We're good. We're good. We're actually going to wield that longbow just for now, though, so that we're kind of prepared. We are tired. I don't know if going out being tired is the best idea. Maybe waiting until night is going to be better. You know what? I think we'll try and just have a little bit of a sleep now and see how that goes. So let's go to sleep, see if we can. And we managed to sleep, that's fine. And our metabolism is still just going back and forth. I don't know what this is. Oh, we got feathers. Okay, we're becoming much more avian. Interesting. Let's have a look at feathers and see what we've got. Iridescent feathers have grown to cover your entire body, providing a marginal protection against attacks and minor protection from cold. They also provide natural waterproofing. Nice. That's cool. So we've got lupine ears and feathers. We are an interesting creature right now. Dusk is always changing, and I think that's what's kind of interesting about Dusk, is that she does change constantly because of, that's just the way her mutation works, is that her body is constantly adapting to the environment that she's in. So it's going to be changing a lot until we can get rid of genetic chaos, which we are going to do in a story sense eventually, but we won't be able to do that for a little while just yet. Let's come over, have a drink, just so that we're not taking anything from R1. Okay, that's good. And I almost want to see if there is anything. Let's just take the acorn meal. Good. Okay, so we don't have to have any of our MREs right now. Let's see. Armored fingerless gloves. I know that we've got our gloves pretty well decked out at the moment for the cold outside. I hope that our feet are going to be okay, because at the moment inside we can see that we're right on the edge of being too cold. I'm almost tempted just to wear another pair of socks, just another pair of regular socks, but we don't actually even have any of those kicking around right now, so... I wonder if wearing the union suit is a good idea. I mean, we don't really need it. We're pretty warm everywhere else, so I think we're actually okay there. Yeah. I think we're as good as we're going to get right now, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab that sucker and we are going to head outside. We're going to have to go out the main way because we can't go out the other door, so we'll just find our way down. I haven't actually come this way in a while. There we go. Come down here and around the side. I've also been told that the atomic lamp can emit a lot more light when it's actually attached to a vehicle, so we might just end up putting that onto our rig so we don't have to use our lights as much, because it's essentially free light, so yeah. We can see that pretty much everything has died in those. That's no surprises there at all. So we have our hacksaw. Good. Do we need to have... I should probably take a jack with me as well before I go all the way out there. Let's see if we have any... And our right leg is quite cold. Okay, interesting that our legs are getting cold. That means that our feet are probably going to be quite cold as well. No, the feet are actually okay. I'm half tempted to chuck on that union suit. I don't think it's going to make us too warm, because that's what I'm usually afraid of, is us being just way too hot. Can I just push them away for now? Yeah, let's just go push. There we go. And then we can keep on moving. Much better. Okay. Yeah, we're going to grab the union suit. We're going to chuck that on. Let's wear that sucker and put it underneath. Hang on, did I? Yes, we put on the union suit. So torso, union suit is going to go right underneath. That is going to make us a little bit more encumbered. We're okay at the moment though, so we can see that our torso and our right legs are actually quite warm now. There isn't anything else on here that will be giving us that warmth, as long as we aren't getting hot. If we get hot, then I'm going to need to take it off. We're inside at the moment now as well, so we're going to be feeling that heat a little bit. Okay, so we are searching for a jack. No, we don't have any jacks. Bottle jack. Well, there's going to be a lot of bottles. Okay, so we don't seem to have a jack. Either I haven't put it somewhere, or yeah, I'm not quite sure what's happened there. I feel like we've encountered a jack before, but jacks are relatively common in cars, so I'm gonna have to hope that we will find one. I don't think we're gonna need anything else other than the hacksaw. No, we're gonna need a wrench. God damn. Although in saying that, we've got a lot of these things on our survivor tool belt, so I probably don't even need to worry about the hacksaw. Let's just have a quick look, because it's got metal sawing, right? It should do. Yeah. Fine metal sawing, bolt turning. Yeah, so we don't actually even need to worry. I don't need to worry about bringing the hacksaw. Fan-freaking-tastic. Well, we're just going to leave it here. I know I've gone back and forth about 10 times now, but we will get there. I'm probably going to keep that candle with us as well, just because why not? Why not? So we'll drop that off. I'm going to keep the entrenching tool, just in case we run into any crashes or anything of the like. We know that's a fantastic source for metal. So if we do need it, we'll be good. I've actually just noticed now, if I'm lost in the mansion, we can actually use the mini-map to see where we've been. You can see, I don't know how well it's going to show up on YouTube, because it's like just a small little difference in the blacks that you can see on the screen. So you can actually see where you've been. So it's like your memory, kind of. At least that's how I imagine it. Okay, so we're moving through the field. Looks like that NPC is gone. We're probably going to go over to these buildings here. The bank, the tea shop, the grocery store. They were a bit of a hot spot for activity. So we'll see how that goes. I almost don't think we should be wielding the bow at the moment, just because of us not being able to see super far. But I think we're going to be okay. Now, you can see the way that I'm moving at the moment. We do have safe mode on, but I never hold down when we're moving through a field. I always just tap, and the reason I tap is it just gives me, more of a chance to see what's going on, so that if something does come for us, we know. I mean, that's, I think, the biggest mistake. Oh, we've come way too high. I think it's the biggest mistake a lot of people who start playing this do. They just, treat it like a normal game, and you just hold down the direction that you're going in, and that can get you killed really fast, because a lot of actions can happen really, really quickly. So my advice is just chill out on that front. Don't hold down. Okay, so no doubt we are going to run into some trouble here. We've actually already cleared out the sporting goods stores. As far as I'm aware, we're going to flash the light really quick. Yeah, okay, so what I need to start doing is just marking these as explored, because we have explored them. There we go. At least I'm relatively sure we've completely cleared them out. It's very close to cleared out. We are going to head down towards that garage, though. I half want to see what's on the road, but then at the same time, I kind of want to see what's going on with the garage, because I feel like there's a chance we might have left something behind. Maybe not. We did clear it out pretty well. Chunks of steel are always useful, and the sheet metal as well. Maybe we should just deconstruct that. Oh, that takes quite a while. Maybe that wasn't the best idea. So we're just going to have a look at everything that's around at the moment. There we go. We want to just grab those. With the pipe, we don't need to worry about. And we will just push you out the way. Okay, that's just the noise of them moving about right now. Okay, looks like it's just the basic kind of engine. Yeah. Nothing for us to worry about. Okay, alright, well, let's go back out this door here. We're going to head onto the road, and hello, we've got a massive wreck here. And pretty much everything is going to be broken. I don't think there's going to be many things that we can actually take from the wreck. Yeah, I mean, it's just... that's right, the cargo spaces. The cargo spaces I'm tempted to take. Oh, that one's actually good. Alright, well, we'll take that one for now, because cargo spaces, as you can see, they can carry 250 litres worth of material, so it's very, very voluminous. So we'll go ahead and remove that. It's going to take 24 minutes. That should be fine. Let's see if we can find any others, because I'd like to have 2 cargo spaces on our vehicle, and there we go, we've got another one. Perfect. Okay, we'll take that. And we've got another one. Do I want to be greedy? Let's first of all see how heavy they are. they're 80 kgs, so let's just take 2 for now, because I feel like that's just going to be too heavy for us to carry otherwise. Okay, so we'll just stick with the 2. I just want to make sure there's nothing else here that could be useful, like the wing mirrors, for example. They're all pretty damaged. I mean, we can repair those ourselves, that's not a problem. There is a heavy-duty frame here. I think, do I want to be using heavy-duty frames, or do I want to be using regular frames? How long? It's going to take more than an hour for us to take that off. And we'd have to take the board off as well, so let's just try and see if we can find a vehicle that's going to be a little bit easier for us to do that with. I'm not going to worry about making the MRE just now. Let's flash the light and see what we got. We're flashing the light, we're flashing the flashlight, yeah. Okay, another vehicle, and it actually does seem to be in pretty good condition. Oh. Alright, so we're not seeing as well at the moment. The snow has obscured our vision somewhat. Okay, so this vehicle is actually in working condition at the moment. We might be able to drive it back. That would mean that we'd have to leave the cart behind. And we actually don't have a way to charge the battery, so we don't really have a way to do this. Okay, so we've got quarter panels and we've got frames. How long is it going to take us to take these frames off? I want to take the headlights first of all. It's going to take 7 minutes to take those off. That's no time at all. That's good. So we'll go ahead and take those off. Okay, let's see. 24 minutes, 42 minutes to take the frame. Well, we want to make sure that we are actually taking good frames. Trunk door. Take that off. And then we're going to be taking off the frame. 42 minutes is a while, but I really do think this is going to be faster than us. Actually, is it faster than us just making a frame? Let's have a look. Steel frame only takes 8 minutes to do. Damn. Okay, well... Maybe it would be faster just to make your own stuff. I didn't realize that. How long does it take to make a lump of steel then? Lump of steel takes an hour, so that's where it kind of does start taking a decent while longer for us. Unless we just had a whole heap of lump of steel, then that would be good. Let's see what we've got on the ground at the moment though. 2 steel frames and 2 car headlights. Let's just keep on working at getting some of the frames. So we actually got the steel frame from taking off the trunk door, so that's perhaps a faster way for us to be able to do it. Taking off the doors, because they don't take as long for us to do, we're still getting a steel frame out of it. It takes 24 minutes, so it's taking half the amount of time, so I think that's going to be a little bit better for us to do. Just take the doors off where we can. Or the quarter panels as well, unless the quarter panels are showing up as sheet metal, which they might. Also, just make sure that we're taking good quality stuff. Let's see, yeah, the frames are definitely 42, so not as good for us. Okay, let's see, are we still grabbing? Oh, we are getting some metal frames, some steel frames, and we're getting some sheet metal out of it as well, but good balance so far. No more doors on this vehicle, so what we might do is just kind of move on. Doors that are in good condition at the very least. Let's transfer everything across. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if it starts getting a little heavy for us. We're hungry at the moment, so what we're going to do is we're going to disassemble... what do we want to do? We've got 2 hot dog ones, so let's go for a hot dog, and we'll have chicken in between if we're still out here. So we want to go ahead and disassemble. We need to be able to see the craft. So let's just turn that on real quick. There aren't any dead around. We cleared the area pretty well before, so we should be okay as long as we don't make a hell of a lot of noise. So, there we go. Let's see what we've got on the ground. What we want to do is activate the... Let's see, we want to activate the heat pack. Where is the heat pack? Heat pack, and we want to heat up the hot dog course. Fantastic. Now we'll go ahead and eat said hot dog course. Get ourselves feeling really good. There we go. Great. Okay, so we've still got all those other little bits and pieces, which I would like to pick up and just take into our inventory. So let's just go ahead and grab, and we'll grab everything but the purification tablets. I don't really need to worry about those mixes, I think. Yeah, there we go. And you know what? Let's chew some gum because we can. Okay, let's keep on moving. Flash that flashlight. Not seeing any other vehicles right now. Hello. There we go. Perfect. and it is actually it's an ambulance. Okay, I thought it was an armored vehicle. So it's lacking wheels at the moment, but it does have battery and it does have gasoline, so yeah. And this is the kind of thing that would be like a good base to start working from. I'm not sure what size wheels we want to put on our vehicle as well, because we could go for something smaller. It's not going to be a giant vehicle. I also need to make sure that we take an engine. And that's going to be an issue, actually, because the engines are quite heavy. You need to have an engine crane. In saying that, though, we did have a garage that had... We've taken that back, haven't we? The foldable engine crane. We've taken that back. God damn it. Oh, that's annoying. We took that back home, I'm pretty sure. So we've got an engine crane at home that can do that, but that's frustrating. Okay, well, anyway, here we can take these doors off. They're not going to take as long for us to do. I just want to double check, see what we've got on the ground. It is a steel frame. Perfect. Great. Okay. Where are our other doors? We'll take the opaque door off. Let's go ahead, move around here. Backup beeper, we definitely... No, we don't want that. We most certainly don't. The boards I think aren't going to be frames. So we'll just take one of the boards off and we'll see what we get back. Okay, hey, it's daytime. Nice. Sheet metal. Yeah, so I think the sheet metal we got, unless it was a combination of the two. The rest of the doors, they seem to be in not a great condition. I wonder what the aisle is going to be. Is that just going to be sheet metal? I think it probably is just going to be sheet metal. Yeah, it's just sheet metal. So it's probably going to be safer for us to move along now. We could actually just take some of the parts from the tank, the composite armor, and other bits and pieces. Yeah, it's tempting. Those hard arm guards? Or hard leg guards? No, they're boxing gloves. Okay. Let's start to move up here. Still no dead. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's kind of good. We can see that the minefield is up here, though, so we need to be mindful of that. And we've got a... Be mindful. God, I didn't even realize I did that. That's how bad I am. Let's just have a look in that direction for now. So, because we probably haven't pulped some of these bodies around here, we can see that there's just a lot of clothes because they have been reanimating over time. Oh, that's right. That sucker. Oh, well, we want to come over there and take all these. I mean, there's chunks of steel, there's everything over the bandit bulldozer. I think we want to do that. But do we want to try and take anything off of this sucker? Do we take off the 120mm tank gun? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. The tank treads we can't take off either. Yeah, we need a lot of mechanics and we need a very ridiculously good jack to be able to do that, so that's not an option. Military composite armor we can take off though, so we could use the composite armor to protect our vehicle, our buggy, because that's what it's going to be. It's not going to be a deathmobile or anything like that. It's going to be a buggy. It's more for exploration than anything. Yeah, I would be on board with us taking some of that composite armor. It takes half an hour to take off, so we'll see how long it's going to take. No, we will only stop if they actually start coming for us. And it'll say it's approaching. So we're just seeing it on the edge at the moment, and it's not causing any issues for us. We're also not getting any debuffs from the sun right now because it's not sunny. Oh no, it says that lighting is bright, but I'm not seeing anything. Unless I'm just not looking properly, which is probably the case because it's quite easy to miss out on things like that. Heavy duty board would be nice to take off because that's going to be a heavy duty frame, but I think for the most part we're going to stick with just the regular frames and have the composite armor on. I don't know if that's a good combination or not. Probably isn't. Have some water. Let's just have some dehydrated fruit. I guess we could rehydrate it with some water, but no, I think we're just going to have it dehydrated. We'll have some of that candy bar, and we will continue our work. Getting more of this composite armor for ourselves. I don't know when we have enough, because I don't quite know how large our vehicle is going to be yet, so we'll just do it for a while, at the very least. And then what we're going to do after this is head over and try and grab as much of the chunks of steel and things like that we can, because we know that we can make frames really easy and very, very quick. Okay, so yes, we're being really irritated by the sun, but you know what? I think we're going to be okay. We're in a little bit of pain, but that's fine. Stop interacting with the vehicle. No, I'm perfectly fine, thank you. And I think I'm probably going to call it there. Oh, it's approaching. Yes, stop interacting. Okay, alright, can we get a shot off in time? Yes! Hell yeah! Headshot, and then Pei manages to smack its head in with her nice little morning star. Good work! Good work. Let's pick up the metal arrow, activate our quiver, and store that. Let's go ahead, butcher the sucker, and we will take his material for ourselves. Okay. Alright, so let's get that, let's get all of that in there. So, what are we looking at here? Yeah, that's actually what we wanted to grab. Okay, so the composite armor will start sending that across. The destination area is full, goddamn. Okay, so what is the heaviest thing that we've got? It's probably the cargo carriers, no surprises there. The steel frames are really heavy as well. The sheet metal we probably don't need, so we're going to drop that off. We do need sheet metal, but we don't need it as much as these other things. We can make sheet metal easily enough, so I'm not so concerned with that. I want to see how many... Yeah, the composite armor is quite heavy. Let's see. And it's probably going to be a little bit heavy for us to carry all of this back as well. Let's just get our stamina back. Okay. Right, yeah, we're actually straining ourselves to haul this sucker now. So, what do we do here? Do we stick with the composite armor, or do we grab a whole heap of steel chunks and bring those back with us? I feel like that is going to be a little bit more beneficial in the long run. What we might be able to do is, for now, let us just take off the longbow. No, not throw. It's actually wield that we want to do. And we'll store that in our inventory. And we're just going to grab the electric jackhammer and we're going to wield that. Yeah, there we go. So that's going to give a little bit more space in there. Not a huge amount, but something. Let's see. Yeah, not much at all, actually. So what I'm probably going to do now is try and... Oh, we're still straining ourselves. Damn. We really need to take some more out of that. Let's grab it again. And we're going to have to move some things out. Maybe we're going to have to leave one of these cargo carriers behind. Is it possible? Because the thing is, the cargo carriers are... To make a cargo carrier is really difficult because it has a lot of straps and things like that. So I don't think... That was Krago. I wasn't even trying. Cargo. Okay, cargo carrier. Yeah, you need to have a lot of short ropes and things like that. So that's a lot harder for us to make than some of the other things that we've got. So probably what we're going to have to try and do here is just move some of the stuff out. Maybe just some of the composite armor, because it is so heavy. And that doesn't actually leave us with much. So you know what? I'm going to leave the composite plating behind. Yeah. Okay, we're able to move now. It takes some time, but we're able to do it. So we might just have to go with what we got. I would like to approach the vehicle just to see if we could take some chunks of steel with us. Maybe. Maybe. Lump of steel, how heavy are you? You're not actually very heavy. So we might actually be able to just go around and grab some of these ourselves. And I know I keep saying actually lots. I'm very mindful of that. I don't know why I'm not just grabbing. That's much easier. Lump of steel. Yeah, we're going to max ourselves out. At the very least. Lump of steel. Let go of that for now. Grab our lump of steel. And we've got another lump over here. Chunk of steel, lump of steel. There we go. I think that's maybe all that we're going to get out of that. I would love to be able to take those rams off, though, and take some of them. But they're probably a little heavy. Spiked ram. Be great to have those on the front. Be great to have the steel treads as well, but same thing. A mechanical skill isn't high enough, and, well, among other things. That trunk is full. What is it full of? What is in there? Oh, plastic jerry can of gasoline, and that's a ton of gas. Well, not a ton, but you know, it's a fair amount. Let's see if we can actually drop some of our bits and pieces into here and still be able to drag it. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but what I want to try and do is maybe even just drop the... Yeah, I wonder if we can drop the electric jackhammer in there and still be able to haul. Because what I want to try and do is... oh, can't get over that? Oh, right, we're still holding on to the hand jackman. Get items. Plastic jerry can, we'll wield it. Items on the ground, just some gasoline. Okay, can we haul you, please? It takes some time, but we're able to do it. Okay, so that's good, at the very least. We are still hungry, so let's go ahead and have some of the hot dog course. Perfect. So I feel like we've managed to kind of survive this semi-unscathed. The fire truck is actually just straight up working. Really? No, the controls are broken. Too good to be true. Yeah. But we could take just controls off another vehicle and give it to that, and then we'd be able to drive the fire truck back. It would mean leaving hand jackman behind, but we'd be able to put a decent amount of things into this. I feel like it's probably better, and then we can just run back and get hand jackman. Let's examine the vehicle. Do you have working controls? Where the hell would your controls be? I'm just going around in circles at the moment. There, you actually do have controls. Fantastic, let's take them off. Perfect. Okay, we have vehicle controls. Get items on the ground. Vehicle controls. They're going to be a little heavy, so let's drop that plastic jerry can. Gasoline. Take the vehicle controls, wield them. Head over to here. Examine the vehicle. Controls. Okay. Oh, of course, we don't have our welder with us because I wasn't thinking of us using it for anything. Oh, that's so frustrating. Why didn't I just bring it? It doesn't take up that much space. Well, guys and gals, I'm going to put a cut in here, so I will see you in a moment. Alrighty, I have returned, and as you might be able to see, I'm not where we were before. Unfortunately, I had a crash, like right upon finishing that little section there and cutting, and then just going outside to kind of reset things so that we don't lose sync. My computer had a full-on freeze-up, so thank you, autosaves. We didn't actually lose that much progress, otherwise it would have meant that I would essentially need to do the whole episode over, so that is a good thing at the very least. But what I need to do now is just try and remember what stage we're at, what I actually have in our cart right now, and what we want to get rid of. So we did actually want to get rid of all this composite plating, so we're going to do that. Let's see. What else do I want to try and get rid of? I don't think there's anything else around that we want to grab. No, I think we're actually okay. I think that's everything that we want to have with us right now. So, let us move on from this position. Unfortunately leaving that composite armor behind, but there are some chunks of steel here, and you know what we're actually going to do, which is going to make it a little easier for us to kind of catch up, is just go in and add the chunks over here of steel. Let's just do a quick test. No, so that's not what it's called. It might just be called chunk of steel. Let's have a look. Test chunk of steel. Perfect. Okay, good. So that should mean that when we walk across, we are going to automatically pick up those chunks of steel. Fan-flippin-tastic. We missed one over there, so let's go back and do that. Okay, so it's actually taking us a while to... yeah, I think we've got all that we can get. Oh no, there's just... Oh, there is a lump there, but... oh, that's a lump. Okay, right, it's chunks that we're after. So, yeah. We are having trouble with this at the moment, and that's in part because of the electric jackhammer and just some of the other things that we have in there as well. Damn, it's still too heavy, and I still want to try and carry the gasoline from the other vehicle. I guess we don't need that gas because the problem is that we can't get those vehicle controls because we don't have the welder with us, so that is an issue. I think we just take back what we've got so far. We just kind of, you know, chalk it up to being a successful run and, you know, go with that. Let's just have some more of our irradiated hot dog course. Nice. Okay, but we do need to try and take at least a few more things out of this. I think maybe 200 kgs is what we should be looking at. So what do we want to do? Let's maybe just get rid of some of the chunks of steel, because is that going to be enough? It just takes some time. Okay, that's good. We're not straining. I think we're alright. So let us go down this way here. I think that our inventory is full. No, we've got a lot of space in our inventory. Weirdly enough, we don't have any of those chunks of steel we picked up. Oh, they're all lumps of steel. Okay, well, we'll keep our eyes out for chunks. Okay, we did actually get one there then. So maybe I will go past that. Let's see. Go past and just pick up these, yeah, we are actually getting some chunks there. Good. Yeah, we'll pick up what we can. Okay. I think that's good. I feel like that's a good haul. Do we have the telescoping umbrella with us? No, we don't. Okay, we're just gonna have to... Yeah, we're just gonna have to bear it on the way home. Unfortunately, but we can do that. Do I need that gasoline? I guess it would be nice to have the jerry can with some gas in. And we know what, we should be able to do that. So let's go ahead and just store our bow for now, and let's go and grab that gasoline. Thank you very much. There we go, and let's go ahead and grab our hand jackman and continue on. Back on home. And it's going to be a little bit of a walk. Let's try and get onto the right angle. I think that should be fine. We are seeing some NPCs. It's Ty Logan again, and Hank LeCram. The two people that we saw before. We don't know their intentions, but we'll stay wary of them if we go back into town. They'll be noticing a distinct lack of dead. Now, I did talk about walking slower before, but the reason I'm walking faster now is because we have so much more eyesight. It means that if we do run into something, our safe mode is going to kick in before we hit anything bad. So, yeah, as long as there's light, you're okay to do that. Alright, get back inside. Oh yeah. We're actually going to hold off having some water until we get back to our little abode. And just quickly do that now. Go and have some water, have a drink, and we will actually fill up our container as well, which means that we probably are getting quite close to finishing off the clean water that we have in there at the moment. The gasoline and everything we are going to take with us right away. We do have some chunks of flesh that we will want to store in our little cooking area, but for now I think we're probably going to store most of these things just to the side here. Yeah. So let's go ahead and move all of those across, moving everything. Okay, good. Alright, that's a decent number of frames. Yeah, a really decent number of frames. I'm pretty happy with that. That's enough for us to get started working on a vehicle of sorts. But I don't know what that vehicle is going to be just yet, exactly how it's going to be laid out. We're going to need wheels for it as well, among other things. We still don't have a way to really get those wheels off right now, which is a little unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. So let's see, what do we actually have? Oh, we've still got quite a few chunks on us. Okay, but we can carry a little bit. So what I want to try and do is just grab the tainted meat. Yeah, that's good. And the tainted bone, and we're just going to drop that off, just so it's out of our inventory and out of there. Tainted bones, drop those off as well. The used heat pack will just drop in the crap pile with everything else. Let's have some gummy vitamins because they're fun. Hey, you know what? I haven't been noticing our metabolism going crazy. We had some cheese spread, that was enough for us. Good, 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 good. And we'll have a cookie as well. Alright, we're inside, so we're not going to be dealing with any kind of troubles from the sun, but we're going to go through here and I'm going to see if we can get started on this buggy. I don't know what we're going to call it yet though. It will need to have a name. I don't know what that name is going to be. Let's drop the gasoline off here as well, and we are going to need to probably try and grab a few other things from here, which I should have done when we were in there. Namely, we are going to need our welder, so we'll grab our makeshift welder and the welding goggles. We'll grab both of those, and we're going to need to reload it as well, so we might be a little bit stuck at the moment battery wise. We'll see. We do have batteries around though, so what am I wanting to do here? I am wanting to reload the makeshift welder. Okay, we reload it, and we managed to reload it with 2 batteries, because that's all that we have available to us right now, which is a really, really sad sign. The basic repair kit, no, none of those actually have batteries in them. Shite, that is an issue. Now we can build the welding rig into something, but yeah, that is a problem. UPS conversion mod. I don't know if I just want to put that on our makeshift welder. I want to put that on a real welder. We've got 2 car headlights. We've actually got a steel frame here as well. I don't know what we want to do there, because we definitely need it. We need our welder. And batteries are quite difficult for us to make as well, because we need to have a really large supply of lead. Okay. Saying that, we can just make regular batteries. Hey, you know what? Maybe we'll do that. We'll just go 10 and we'll see how many we get out of it. Can't see to craft. Well, I guess that's normal. You know what? Let's put the atomic nightlight in here now. We should be able to do that. So let's go examine vehicle, and we want to install it probably right where our seat is here. So let's go ahead and install, and we want to try and find among all of this here, we want to try and find it. I thought we could install that for a second. Keep getting excited. No, we want to install the nightlight, and I don't think we can install it on that square there. So maybe let's just see what we can do on some of these other ones. Unless we don't have it around. Like, where is our atomic lamp at the moment? Let's do a quick search. We'll do an all-around search, and that search is going to be for our atomic lamp. We do have it, so let's just go across to our inventory here, make sure that we pick it up. Destination area is full. No surprises there. Can we just wheel it? Okay, where is it currently? It's to the northeast, so it's up here. There it is, atomic lamp, covered. Let's just wheel it for the time being. And we will go examine vehicle and try and figure out where we can put it. I think it's got to be somewhere. I think these areas here, there's just too much going on. There's too much on them right now. Yeah, we won't be able to put it on here. Let's just have a look at some of the more basic frames and just see the frames that don't actually have anything on. No, we can't put it there either. Why? We've been able to install it before. Let's do a search for lamp. What are we missing? We're missing an atomic lamp. Huh? No, we're not. We have one. That's weird. We have one in our inventory. We have it right now. Do I need to uncover it for some reason or another? I don't know. That's really strange. Examine vehicle. Because I have seen it pop up before. Lamp. And we can't actually put it there at all. Okay, this is weird. Install. Oh, there we go. Atomic lamp. Good. Okay, so we can actually install it on the chair that we're on currently. Let's do that. Okay, did it work? Yes. And examine vehicle. No, let's go control vehicle and turn on. Look at that. And look at all that light. It's perfect. Yes, and we can just leave that on. That's no problem at all. Turn off atomic lights. That's so cool. So we don't really actually need the R lights there, interestingly enough. But hey, it's good to know. What is our battery like? 43%. Crap. Wow, we're ripping through the battery at the moment, which is strange. Oh, no. The reason it's gone down, we still have 87%, but the reason it's gone down is because we added the other storage battery, and it's kind of, because that's at 0 right now. That's why. We haven't actually lost a whole heap of power. Okay, that's good. I can kind of breathe a little bit. I was getting concerned. Okay, so we still have the issue of needing to make batteries. So let's see how many we get out of this process. So if we want to go ahead and make 10, say do half an hour doing this, let's see, would we get 100 batteries? That would be nice. What do we want to use? Let's use scrap metal, and let's use the open aluminium can. Okay. Alright, we memorize it, and we drop them on the ground. So let's go get items on the ground. 1,000 batteries. Yes! That is what I'm talking about. That is what we want. Good, good, good. Is there anything in our inventory that we don't need right now? I guess the MREs we don't really need to have on us currently. We can come back and get something to eat. That'll give us a little bit more space. Is it going to give us enough room for 1,000 batteries though? No, let's just wield them for the time being. Okay, and we still have the makeshift welder. We know what, let's just reload the welder. That's the easiest way to do it. There we go. We reload it. 450. Fantastic. And that means that we can probably go back and grab one of those MREs. Alright. Meaning that we can just have something to eat while we're over there. Making it nice and easy. Okay, thirsty. Yeah, I think we are actually out of clean water now. Right, which makes it a little difficult as well, because you need to kind of fill it with clean water before it'll put clean water in there. We need to be mindful of that. Right, let's see. What I want to take an aspirin just to get us feeling good, feeling fine. Let's open up that. We've got a little bit of light. Not that I think we actually need the light. And we're going to see if we can start making this vehicle. I probably want to start trying to make it here. Can we make it here though? Start vehicle construction. Yes. Using the steel frame. Let's start making it right there. Okay, so this is going to be called... It's actually, the sun is setting now. We're just going to call it the buggy for now. Bogart the buggy? We're just going to call it Bogart. Let me know what you think. Let's get some other ideas for names in there as well. So how do I want to do this? I want to have this as our kind of front. This is where the engine's going to be, and there's going to be a single wheel underneath it. It's kind of going to be somewhat like a trike type design. Let's see, we want to have another frame here, steel frame, and we will have it going like that. Okay, luckily we can work in the dark. That's not a major issue for us. We're going to install a frame here like that. Let's see, what do we want this frame to look like? I think we want it to just look like that even. Yeah. I think. I'm not certain. This is going to be a relatively strange looking vehicle. But the thing is, I don't want it to be a large vehicle. Oh, okay, we're out of frames. No, we're out of charges already. Holy crap, we go through quite a few making this. Damn. Okay, alright, well let's go ahead and reload our makeshift welder yet again. And we might need to make some more batteries. Won't be surprised there. Okay, right, so we're hungry, we're thirsty. Let's have something to drink, and let's go ahead and disassemble that MRE. Okay, we can't see the craft. Of course we can't. We actually have batteries in that as well. It only takes us a second to do this, so it shouldn't be a problem. Disassemble. Yes. Okay. Turn that off. Let's go ahead and activate the heat back on the floor. Heat up the chicken course and eat said chicken course. Of course, and it is just 9, so that's going to be a little faster for us to do. Nice. Good. Okay, let's continue working. So we want to do one more frame back here, like that, yeah. Okay, great, and just one more like that, frame. I believe so, or do I want it to go out one more square from there? I don't know, I'm not sure yet. Because I'm almost thinking of it like a wedge. I'm not 100% what I want to do with that yet. So I want to install a wheel there. We're going to be controlling it from back here. And then we're going to have the carts over here. Are we going to have 2 sets of chairs there? I don't think so. We have 1 chair in the back. Maybe I do want to make it that wide. Because obviously we have 2 people. I don't know if we can have a cargo space and have a chair there as well, so That's why I'm trying to think where we're going to have our seats, because the seats are essentially kind of going to be on the side of the vehicle, so we might just be able to go with the three of us across like that and having the controls and the main chair there. Yeah, I think that can still work. Yeah, we just aren't going to have like hard sides to this. Maybe not. I haven't quite made my mind up on that just yet, but I think for now we are just going to do that. We will just finish that off. Okay, did we finish it off in time? I think we didn't, but that's okay. I think I told myself not to. We need to go and have some sleep. But, well, construction on Bogart the buggy has begun. And we can actually just leave that light on in the corner and we'll be perfectly fine. Let's go down, we go to sleep. We should be nice and warm. I haven't seen anything about us being cold recently, so that's good. We are feeling chilly, but we're okay. You can't quite work out what the dream is about. It just keeps changing. Yeah, that's because we are changing pretty much non-stop at the moment. We are all about the change. Okay, yeah, we're slowly running out of water. There will be that radiated chicken course. It will be cold now, but we will be able to get a little bit from it. And I realized we actually just left that open all night. Yeah, maybe not the best move, but it does seem to be okay. Alright, let's continue working on this sucker. So, we were installing here, I believe, frame. Yeah, let's just go for one across like that. And one there. And same thing again. I guess I could kind of make them bend around there, but it's fine. We're not actually going to see the frames that much. Okay, so we're kind of somewhat getting there. We have the basic frame now. Let's see. This is where I'm wanting to install the cargo spaces on the back, but I don't know if we can do that just yet. Why can't we install the cargo spaces? They should be on the ground. Let's just do a quick search for cargo. Why am I so bad at typing cargo? Okay, cargo space. So the welder just doesn't have enough charges. Okay. It's actually completely out of charges. Well, no surprises. Let's just unload this for now and go ahead and reload our welder with everything we can. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we want to install cargo spaces on the back. We're probably going to look at installing... how many did we take with us? We just took 2, right? Maybe I didn't want to put that there then. We could put them on either side. Why can't I install another one? Probably because we were out of batteries. That's not going to take any batteries to take that off. I do want to install them on the outside. Let's see. It's batteries again. Okay, so we're going to have to make some batteries. That is unfortunate, and we are going to start running low on food now as well. Chocolate candy ain't going to do much for us, but we'll have it. We'll take the cheese spread. Yep. This is not going to be enough. Okay. Just enough. Just enough to see us through. Alright. I mean, we do have the other cargo space, which is Hugh the Hand Jackman. So maybe I will take it from that. Yeah. Let's look at making some more batteries for now, though. Let's see. We can only make 4, but that's going to be 400, so that's still something. Just using scrap metal yet again. Okay. We are going to need to start worrying about food. Not quite yet, but we are going to start to worry about it. Okay, so I wonder if I do want to put anything... I do actually want... Oh, we need to reload first, that's why. Welder, reload that sucker. Okay. We are going to put them on the outside first of all. We're going to go cargo space. And we're going to go cargo space. If we can, we can. Good. So we have a cargo space on either side there. We're going to have wheels underneath of those. I'm going to make sure that we can actually install wheels. Yes, we can. Okay, we can install all kinds of wheels. We do need to have a jack to be able to do that, though. What I'm thinking is of creating a cargo... Well, adding the cargo space to the back there, but I think it's going to be best for us to keep our cart the way it is right now before we add in anything else. We do still have some more frames, though, so we might be able to add some other things on here. We need to have... I'm wondering if just having saddles is better. Component, 1 saddle. Okay, how easy is it going to be for us to make? Because it's either reclining chairs or saddles. I think having the reclining chairs is probably going to be better for us. Well, probably we don't need, they don't need to be reclining, so they could just be regular chairs. But I think we're probably going to need to take a break from that for now and just do some work on some clean water. Let's have a look. We'll examine our vehicle. So we are completely out of clean water at the moment, so what we need to do is try and make some more. So let's quickly come into here. We're going to go to water, and we want to just make some clean water. We can do it in a batch of 20, which is good. So let's go ahead, do 20. We're going to use the charcoal smoker, and we want to pour it into the home network. And let's have a look. Investigate the vehicle. Great. Okay, we've got 5 liters of clean water. So that didn't actually take us that long to do. I wanted to have a look and see exactly how long it took, though. So let's just go down to clean water, because I didn't actually look to see. Yeah, not that long at all. So let's just do 20. We can just repeat this quite quickly. So we'll just do the same thing again. And now we'll just have a drink. Have a drink. Yes, get slaked. And we'll pour the rest into our hydration pack. Perfect. Okay, so now we do have one more MRE, which would see us through for a little bit. But actually, no, we don't. Oh, no, we got the hot dog one. So we do. We have one more. So that means that we could keep on working for a little bit longer before we need to look at food. Or we could actually just take this tin of ravioli and have that instead. Yeah, it'll do just fine. Okay, so let's look at making some chairs. I'm trying to remember what it is called now. Vehicle curtain, vehicle controls. I know it's a chair of some kind. Oh no, it's called a seat. Yeah, it's just a straight up seat that we make for cars. Okay, we need 4 pipes and 2 springs though to be able to make one. And we need 3. So we need to look at making 6 springs, and we need to get some pipes as well. So let's have a look and see exactly how we'll go ahead and make some springs. We don't actually have a recipe to make springs. Really? I feel like we've made chairs before, or seats, like reclining seats. I just want to go, let's actually just look at this and look at installing a seat of some kind. Foldable seat? No, we don't want to do that. Chair? It's not called a chair either. Okay, so we might have to look on the actual vehicle itself. But I think it is just a seat that we use. Apologies for attacking the microphone. Yeah, let's have a look. Seat. Foldable seat. Reclining seat. Okay, so it is just one seat that's required. So, unfortunately, we do need some springs. We can get springs, I believe, by disassembling some guns. That is one way to do it. We do have quite a few guns. I don't know if we can easily disassemble them, though. Let's see. Let's have a look and see if we have double ups. We got 2 Berettas. The Berettas are meant to be pretty good, though. M1911s. It's using 45. Let's just take one M1911 and we'll take 1 Beretta. And we'll see if we can disassemble them. Okay. Disassemble? You cannot disassemble this. Okay, so we might need another kind of firearm kit to be able to disassemble it, but that is unfortunate. And we really don't know how to make springs. Oh no, it's just called spring. Okay. We don't have a swage and die set yet? Okay, that's surprising. I would have thought we would. So we can make one easily enough. We just need to charge our electric forge with batteries, which we don't have a hell of a lot of right now. It is that age-old problem. So the forge we can probably try and work into our vehicle somehow. We have our electric forge. You know what? We could probably just use the charcoal forge, right? But how difficult is it for us to make the charcoal forge? I don't know if we can make the charcoal forge. I feel like the charcoal forge is something that we make in construction, right? Cannot construct in a vehicle. Okay, that makes sense. Place forge. Required charcoal forge. Build rock forge. Okay. Is a rock forge like a charcoal forge? I'm not so sure. Charcoal kiln, charcoal smoker, charcoal kiln. I imagine a rock forge is like a charcoal forge, right? We need 40 rocks to be able to do it though, and that's quite a few rocks. And saying that, we know there's a lot of rocks. There's a lot of rocks down at the mansion, but it is a little bit of a walk to get there. Ideally, what I want to try and do is get the electric forge and build it into our rig somehow. I wonder how we would go about doing that. Let's examine the vehicle, and let's have a look and see what we would need to do to be able to. Well, we can't just straight up put a forge into it. Let's go to an open space like that, because it'll be a little bit better. So it's not a forge. Station. No. Because I'm pretty sure it's called... I know we could make something. It was called like a survivor station or something like that. What was it called? Is the question. I'm pretty sure it was called a station of some kind. That would help us out a lot in the long run if we can do it. But no, we're not seeing it. And we'd buy all of our books right now, so I'm a little confused as to what it might have been that we saw. Let's just have a look through our categories to see if I'm missing anything out here. Okay, so... Kitchen buddy. Because I know you can make an onboard welder. I mean, I guess this is the problem though, is that still wouldn't help us out that much. I know that we can make some modifications. We can make some battery mods to the makeshift welder that we've got. I don't know if that's possible for us to do with our current tool set though. Let's just have a quick search for mod. No, we can't really make any mods easily. That's ammo. Can't make any mods there. See, I would think it'd be under electronic. Components, other. We're a little limited into what we can do there. No, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it doesn't look so good for us there. Medium storage battery. No. So we're kind of a little bit stuck at the moment. Our power situation isn't amazing. It would be great if we had a way to charge up our makeshift welder. You know what? Let's see what else is under welder. Just makeshift welder. So unfortunately, our knowledge isn't quite good enough to be able to like build a proper welder. Yeah. We're not quite there yet with our electronics. It could be better than what it is at the moment. I'm trying to think of a solution that we could do that would be a kind of an easier solution than just making batteries at the moment, because we are out of so vinegar or concentrated acid. If we were to look at starting to do vinegar production, because vinegar is really important. That's what I think I was trying to say in the last episode. Whoops, what am I searching for? I'm searching for vinegar. Okay, right, oh there we go, that's better. Unfermented vinegar. Okay, so we can use fruit wine to be able to do that. It takes 8 minutes to make that. We can only make one batch of it though. It takes quite a bit of fruit wine to make one thing of unfermented vinegar. Once set in a vat, this will ferment in around 15 hours. Fermenting will produce vinegar. Okay, so maybe we should actually look at doing something like that. We probably would need to add some tanks to the outside. I'm on board with that though, although I don't think we're going to be able to add any other tanks right now though. Because, well, for one, I don't think we have one, and I don't think we have the necessary... Well, no, we do actually have some battery power left in our welder right now. We could extend it out a little bit further, and then have some vinegar on the side. Maybe. We could probably even install it there on top of the chemistry lab, and it probably wouldn't have a problem with that. But we don't have any tanks, right? Or is it just going to be called tank? I think it's probably just going to be called tank. Yeah. We're going to get a 60-litre tank for that. We know that we can make those easily enough, so let's just have a look at tank, and we'll make one of those really quick. Easy enough, and let's see if we can go ahead and weld that onto here. We might have some trouble with that, though. Okay. Nope, not a problem. Okay. Now, does it need to be a vat? I feel like us putting the... I feel like we should be able to put it into there. I feel like we can stand here as well and we should be able to access it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at making vinegar again. We're just going to use regular water. Fill vehicle network. Okay, good. So, we have a look now. If we jump into examining our vehicle, we've got 2% unfermented vinegar. So that vinegar will ferment in 15 hours. It will have an access to vinegar that's in our home network. And that means that we're going to be able to produce batteries easier. Vinegar is just a really useful thing, surprisingly enough. So that will help us out in the long run. This is as much a learning process for me as it is, I imagine, for many of you that are watching. Some of you will be experts though, and will be shouting at the screen for me to do things right. We're slowly getting there. I think we're getting into a kind of a semi-self-sustainable setup. There was a lot of S's there. But we're not quite there yet. I'm going to have to do some more work on our vehicle. I'm going to have to try and come up with a solution for our power situation at the moment. Try and get us more batteries. That's not going to be easy to do. I don't know how much vinegar we're going to get out of this process, but right now we're kind of locked down. We do have power coming in from our solar panels, which is great, but we're not able to properly utilize that just yet. Yeah. I might be able to try and make some kind of... See, that's the thing, is like, I'm surprised that we can't do an onboard welding rig of some kind, even just here. No, I'm kind of wrapping things up at the moment here, but I'm just a little stumped as to where that could be. Because I know that we can do onboard welding units. I don't know if it's actually just called onboard, if I should be searching for onboard. No. No. No, what I'm probably going to do is just do a little bit of research off camera before the next episode to see if I can figure out exactly how that will work. But guys and gals, that's going to wrap us up for this one. We managed to start construction on our vehicle, but well, it's going to take a little bit more before we get that done. I'm hoping that within the next few we'll have it completed, and then we'll be able to start exploring a little bit further out. We want to try and hit up some more labs. We're going to see what we can find out in some of these other regions, kind of around this way here. But to kind of get out there and to be able to bring back enough stuff, we are going to need a vehicle of our own. So we're going to continue working on Bogart, seeing if we can get our buggy up and running, working okay. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Guys and gals, I have been Rycon. This has been Pay Gaffney, Candy Shanks, and Duskwood. You have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.